Hi, I am live. What's going on, everyone? This is Zen here from Zen Multiverse. Hope you're having a great day. So today we're talking about a couple of things. We are talking about black superheroes, and I want to gauge everyone's just understanding of who the most powerful black superhero out there between all the verses, right? And then secondly, uh, we're gonna do a versus match between two characters. One is a Mortal Kombat character, and the other one um, is from Marvel Comics, and then we're going to get into news about Mortal Kombat 12, right? So, first topic is really about um, everyone's thought about who the most powerful black superhero there is and why. Then we're going to get into that versus battle. And then we're going to get into Mortal Kombat 12, right? So if you see behind me, I have a couple of pictures. I have a picture, right, of just generally black superheroes from Autistic Geek for Life. What's going on, bro? Just black superheroes in general, right? So, my question to you all is, who do you think is the most powerful black superhero? From my just my thought of, and it's funny, the superhero is not here. Uh, for me, it's gonna come down to Blue Marvel, right, as the most powerful black superhero. But I just want to see what everyone is thinking because I also can be swayed into thinking otherwise. Now, of course, I have some like secondary picks and third like picks and things of that nature. Like Spectrum is a very powerful character, right? Um, she's a super powerful character, and we have characters like Brother Voodoo, and we also have Storm, who is like absolutely powerful. Autistic Geek says my favorite black superhero is Blade. Blade is a really dope superhero, like really, really, really dope, really, really dope. I recently started playing what's that game for PlayStation? Midnight Suns, and he's dope. Yeah. Uh, Dimension. Sorry. Dimensional Material says, yes, she's more powerful than Captain Marvel. Yeah, Spectrum is. In terms of like her capabilities and what she's shown to be able to do over the years in Marvel Comics, Spectrum can not only like basically turn into any form of energy, she can turn off someone's abilities and she can also fuse with people. Like if I was to have her on a team, like yeah, she's fused with a lot of characters already. You know what I mean? In Marvel Comics, it's not like she's fused with a lot of characters and then it created like a brand new version of them, but it gave them like an energy kind of like aura or basically turned them into like pure energy when they fuse together. Uh my favorite female black superhero is Storm. Nice, nice, nice. I hated that they did that to her in the Doctor Strange movie. Um what dimensional material? Um What did they do to who? Spectrum? Or you mean America Chavez? Ionic, what's going on? What's going on, brother? Oh, to Spectrum. Uh no, she wasn't in the movie. She was in WandaVision. I mean, yeah, in the TV shows on Disney Plus, she first premiered in WandaVision, right? And then she eventually got her abilities and things of that nature. I might have to hold off on claiming Blue Marvel. Apple said, "Yo, for me, it's he's the most powerful to me. I've been reading Blue Marvel and Kevin Grievous interviews on tweets. For me, he's the most powerful. That's why, like, I kind of want to get a little bit, I don't know, taught a little bit, or because for me, as of right now, he's the most powerful black superhero, which is Blue Marvel. And it's funny, he's not on in the picture right here. Um, let me see. Let me go back up. I love Black Lightning. Yeah, he's dope too. Yeah, for sure. KG, thanks for the follow. Appreciate you, brother. Dimensional says Spectrum was on Doctor Strange 2 movie. Wanda dropped Pillar on her. Oh, my bad, Captain Marvel. Okay. When that was when her mom, Monica Rambeau's mom played Captain Marvel in that movie as like a I don't want to say a variant, but for lack of better words, a variant version, right? Mexicans, we we only got Tiger. No, 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 you don't. No, you don't. They finna to make 50 different trash live action cyborgs, but we can't get one Static Shock. I know. I hear you on that. No, there's a good amount of Mexican superheroes. Th Not a good amount. There should be more though, I must say. You know what I mean? Daryl, thanks for the follow. Appreciate you, brother. Uh, Applejacks says that he's the most powerful, but I don't know about his ideology. Kevin Grievous has some suspect tweets. But ever since that I've been reading Al Ewing's version of him, like he's just like I'm talking about like this version, right? From the Defenders Beyond. I get what you're saying. What do you mean? Like, tell me about that. I'm interested. Like, what suspect like tweets in terms of like the ideology? And it's funny, he's written a new character too, Maximus, some Dark Maximus, but we haven't got anything. Like, how does Blue Marvel exist in the Jim Crow South but doesn't want to help Black people? In the Jim Crow, in terms of that timeline, I'm trying to remember. Yeah, but they had a whole. I see what you mean. Like, I get it, right? I get it because you're saying like in terms of like the timeline and where it is. Like, even though he stepped down from, but he wasn't there during the Jim Crow era, right? I see. I have to look this up because Jim Crow time was in what year? 1865. Uh, no. I'm getting. See, I have to. Yeah, he was. You're right. You're right. You're absolutely right. So the question is, why didn't he help? Because that was 1866 to 1945, right? Just about. So the question is, why didn't he help, right? And we know that, but he didn't have his powers at that time. Because it wasn't until Kennedy's era where he had the powers around that time, right? Duffy, tell me if I'm wrong, because I feel like I'm wrong though. But it's interesting to think about, right? It really is. Autistic says, I'm gonna check up. I'm gonna catch up on the comments. Hold on. I would like to. I would love Static Shock live action movie. Me too. Because the Static Shock movie, I mean, TV show, the cartoon was just really phenomenal, right? They got into some really deep issues. Like I feel like in terms of like cartoons, that was my first introduction. I was a little bit older. I don't think I was hit in my teens, but I think that was my first introduction to seeing racism on a cartoon show. I definitely like Al's version better. Will you ever read Deceased War of the End? Oh, I've been reading it, bro. I'm up to date. I'm up to date, King Matt. I've been reading it. That's my favorite DC line, next to Dark Knight's Metal, Dark Knights of Steel. That's my because Tom Taylor, he's an amazing writer. So, Deceased Everything has been just like absolutely a fun ride. I hate that this is going to be the last kind of like hurrah for the Deceased era, but it is will live to be one of my favorite DC line of all time. Black Comic Lords, I'm so glad nobody ruined this by adding Martian Manhunter or coded Fade Black characters. I know, right? A lot of people like to say that Martian Manhunter is black, but he just takes up. I mean, it could be argued that Icon does that too, into some degree, but he has genetics that's been assimilated, not assimilated, but to replicate that of a melanated character, right? A melanated person. But John Johns, what he's doing is just taking up a cover for the meantime. You know what I mean? I get when people like to say John Johns is, but for me, it's like saying like Piccolo is a black character, even though, at the end of the day, my boy Piccolo is. Kevin loves black people, but he also loves res respectable respectability politics. Interesting. Autistic Geek says, and white, and there are no white superheroes. We need more that there are other races too. I hear you on that. I hear you on that. Was he not 1910s to 1930s? Yes, he was. Apple. I had to like look it up real quick. I might be off. Yeah, because I'm looking at the. I have to like look it up more. Uh, but I don't want to like take up time. But I know he during Kennedy's time he stepped down, right? But there was a time when he didn't have his powers. So that's the part I have to look up. Let me see. King Matt said, "Will you read?" Oh, okay. I got to that comment. I missed that aspect. I remember is him stepping down willingly because of fear or something like that. Yeah, for him it was they asked him to step down because they didn't want a black person of power, of that much power in terms of like to be the face of black people, because then it would sway the tides of like votes and segregation and all of that. And then that was where the biggest fear was. It was, like in thinking about it now, I get it, but it also seemed impractical too. For for Blue Marvel to say, "Hey, I'm going to step down because of this reason," um, and basically just receive a badge of honor and then seclude himself for a really long time. And then he ended up getting really screwed over, right? The government basically gave him a wife and to spy on him to keep him in check. She ended up falling in love with him, and then he had his sons. But at the same time, it was just really messed up. I feel like he had a really dark storyline to a lot of degree, but it also gave light to the kind of character he was, right? The type of person he was. More of an introverted character, wanted to kind of research, do his thing. But yeah, I love Vixen. She's dope. Love her powers. Me too, yo. Vixen is pretty cool character. I love Al Ewing's run. He's what I want to see. Yeah, I hope honestly. I feel like the only person who truly like I don't know brings out Blue Marvel to the light in terms of being that scientist and that person who will question the metaphysical and all of that stuff is Al Ewing. He does a really great job. And in Defenders Beyond, well, he's did it in the Ultimates, and he's done it in like I don't like yes, Kevin Grievous created Blue Marvel, but Al Ewing has really I don't know, brought the character to light for me personally. Cause both can't be allowed to fight the same color people whose the industry belong to. Yeah, yeah. I mean, there's a lot that goes into it. Who's the guy above Static? Oh, directly above that is You mean right here, right? That's Icon. That is Augustus Freeman. Where's Blue Marvel? He's not. That's so funny. He's not on this picture. I guess they weren't able to fit everyone on this picture, so I wanted to use this picture as kind of like the main picture for this live. But I have more pictures, of course, right? Uh, I mean, in terms of like, let me see. Here's another one, but it's not clear, right? Here's a. This one is not as clear as I would like it to be, and it also doesn't have Blue Marvel. That's so weird. Um, there's one character. I don't know who this is. This character right here. I don't know who that is personally. My bad, guys. I have to catch up with the comments. I'm gonna go into the Speed Force real quick. Hold on. Let me let me bring up because we're gonna do a versus battle later, guys. Um, I was like setting up some stuff. Let me just put up a quick picture of Spawn real quick. He's arguably probably like my second most powerful black superhero. Um, Let me see. Are you a fan of Batwing? I don't know enough about him, honestly. Truly don't. I know a general baseline of information on him, but that's about it. So where's Bishop? I could, I, Whoever is the awesome creator, probably couldn't fit in all the pictures. Because I know you guys are gonna be like, where's that superhero? Where's that superhero? I can't fit in everyone. I tried to. I know they probably really tried, but they probably couldn't. So they fit in as much as they could. of the Manies, I guess. The same reason why they couldn't have a white CIA officer save Wakanda. Yep. And Autistic says, I want Blue Marvel in the MCU. Me too. That would be a big wish for me. Um, X-Men Bishop is top notch. Yeah. And I'm reading um, War College. Oh man, I can't wait to see what the next one is. They're doing a little bit of time travel stuff, and I always geek out on stuff like that. So I'm interested to see. It is kind of weird that he goes into a timeline that has only Black X-Men, but it is what it is. I'm still interested. I want to see how it ends and how it continues. Why not Wally West on there? No, this creator just didn't put in the picture, but still talk about him though. Are you a fan of the Black Wily West? I'm not a really big fan of him, honestly. Only because his name is also Wally West. You know what? I don't know. It just feels like they were trying to go for something at a time, and then he spliced off into the new post New 52. And I don't know. I just wish that he had a different name. I don't know. I mean, it sounds weird that that's my only gripe about it. I also wish he had a different suit. I don't know. That's just me, guys. Don't mind me. Blue Marvel is too powerful. I said there are too many. We need more from other races. I hear you. Yeah. Yo, Professor, what's going on? Oh, you want to be careful, brother. Be careful. But I appreciate you for being here. Dimensional says we have static. Those from Dakota. You know why I'm really interested in the Icon versus Hardware is because I wonder how things have shifted post what Hardware has done in the timeline. I don't want to spoil it, but yeah, so underrated. He's not even there. No, it's just in this picture though. Who do you think got the worst treatment, Blue Marvel or Sentry? For me personally, I well, what do you mean? What do you mean in terms of what? Apple Jacks. You probably already. Let me come down. Spawn movie is gonna be amazing. Agreed. Not from Marvel DC's, but the people in the 616. Okay. So underrated. He's not even there. I love Cyborg. He's cool. His backstory is cool. I think his backstory is really cool. I think Cyborg is pretty underrated. They're playing around with him a little bit. I'm not feeling that. And when I say they're playing around with him, is that he's not, no one's writing him as well as they should. I really love Blue Marvel's line about freeing all hells. Sentry was amazing in King and Black. Oh yeah, he was. Then he got ripped in half. No one's free until we're all free. Beautiful ending to that book. Oh, you mean and which book was that? Defenders when he was talking to Loki, right? Four st four stones. What's going on, brother? Both halves. Both halves of him. How's OT gonna be because I'm on the road? Yeah, everything is going well, brother. You know, we're just jamming out. We're talking about black superheroes, but the most powerful black superheroes in general, and just everyone's favorite in general. Before we go on to the next topic, why isn't Wally West on here? They just didn't draw him. My bad. And I'm not as good a good artist like the person who drew this, or else I would create like the ultimate collage. They could did Icon or Static movie instead of Black Superman. That's true. They probably wouldn't do an Icon movie only because his well, it is pretty similar to Superman's story, you know, coming to Earth, being found, but it is a really different twist, right? Because he's found by slaves, and then his DNA, the computer basically allows him to alter himself to become a melanated person, right? Um, is Captain here's yo I'm gonna tell you something right now. I have always thought about this. Man, a boy asked a great question. Is Captain Planet black? And this is a question that I forgot about. I know they kind of gave him, you know, the surfer type of voice, but I don't know. For some reason, I always thought he was black. Um, and I know he is no color, but I don't know why I know we have Don Cheadle. who played him, but I mean like the character. You know what I mean? Um, I don't know. I don't think the character is black, but for some reason, I always thought that he was black for some reason. I'm not gonna look it up now. I think that's Mordo. Okay. Oh, the cat from the other picture, right? Okay. Yeah, that's most definitely the second, if not the first. Captain is white. I don't think he's any color, actually. He's not really meant to be a color, which is why they gave him blue. Um, yeah, because we can't say he's black or white if the picture already shows him to be blue. Miles Morales, Spawn versus Ghost Rider. I'm going with Spawn. Everyone's gonna jump in. They're like, "What? Versus battle?" Batwing is dope. They could have. Yeah. Let me see. Don Cheadle played Captain Planet. I love Nick Fury. Samuel L. Jackson is Nick. Yeah, I thought that was. I felt like that was the only great race swap that really stuck with me. You know what I mean? Like it's hard for me to even remember. Like I know that he became I guess the Caucasian version of Nick Fury. He became the Watcher of sorts. Like I'm still weird about that whole origin. You know what I mean? Storm Origins, that would be a dope movie. Oh man, because her storyline is pretty good. I could see them really doing it well. Ryan Reynolds as Black Panther, never. He played him on the comedy parody. Yeah, Captain Planet. That was a funny one. I like the Black Wally West. That's yeah. I don't know. I think I have to read more of him and give him more of a chance. Storm Origins. He's cool for real. He was Black Dump Off because of Black Iris West is the cause and effect. Yeah, I don't know. I For me, I wasn't feeling it. Storm and Sun movie, Shadow King. Yeah. Oh man, that would be so amazing. I find it hard for her to like that's how she would get kind of like picked up, by Professor X. But like her powers to fight off the Shadow King, it seems like inconceivable a little bit, you know? Who spawns the new enemy? Oh man. He doesn't really have any brand new enemies. He has more or less like old enemies that are kind of coming back, And put up a little spawn picture. Is Violator back? No. Yes, he is. But because there's so many Spawn books now, which is good. I'm loving it because there's a couple of books. There's King Spawn. There's what's the name of this other thing that they just dropped? There's the Scourge, which is like a team up book. Uh, there's a regular Spawn book. There's so many different books, like Spawn books, which I'm digging. Right? I'm just putting up some quick pictures, some eye candy for you guys. But yeah, I love Black Superman. He's a cool character. Yeah, which one though? Val Zod or President Superman? For me, my favorite one is President Superman. Me personally. All right, Connor, thanks for the follow. I appreciate you, brother. OG Static has a better origin story. I agree. I agree. Redo Steel. Yeah, I think they should redo Steel as well. I think he needs a. I don't know. I think he needs. I know in the current the L family, his daughter is part of the L family, right? Steel's daughter, just in terms of like the Superman, right? And things of that nature. Is there a Kang version of Superman? Hold on, I have to read that again. Is there a Kang version of Superman? I don't think so. Not that I'm familiar with. There's powerful versions of Kang. I feel that Signal is a great addition to the Bat family, but Bluebird made my fave. I don't know about Bluebird. Huh. Yeah, I am far behind. I'm catching up, guys. I'm catching up. Captain Planet is modeled after white people because of Gaia, who is black, probably thought he was black. Probably. My child self probably like connected that together in some type of way. Could Luke Cage wield a power ring? Oh, that's an interesting one. And if so, which one would he wield? Yeah, I could see him probably a green one. Uh, yeah, I'm trying to think. Uh, Luke Cage wielding a power ring. Yeah, I'm gonna go with probably green. That feels wrong too, though. I don't want to say yellow. I don't know. I'd be cool if Black Lightning was Static Shock's uncle in another universe. I always thought there was gonna be some kind of revelation that they were related, but I'm cool with them not being related. Go back to like 3 picks ago. There was a girl in a Gambit outfit. Let me see. 3 picks ago, I skipped through all of them really quickly, but it had to be this one, right? It had to be this one. Let me just leave this up for a while so you guys could see. The only reason why I didn't leave this up long enough because it's kind of blurry. When they showed the reason Spawn went to hell was, oh my God, yo, it is so good, so good. Um, like I have the Spawn compendium, part one. I have to go through like all of it because I have to catch up to. Because honestly, like even though all of the Spawn comic books are coming out, I haven't been reading them. I've been just collecting them for the covers. And the reason why I haven't been reading them because there's so much that I missed out on in terms of like the volume. So I'm reading the volumes. That's why I try to do a series on my TikTok on just covering like the origins of Spawn. But it's like so much I missed out on over the years to like catch up to. Because it's not like there are things that they retconned. There are some like really troubling things that they retcon, and I'm glad. But there's I just want to catch up to it like on a a gradual level and just be up to date. When President Superman, Spawn solos everyone. That's arguable, but I understand where you're coming from. Blue Beetle, Luke Cage would be companion. It's red. You think? Oh, Luke Cage would be blue. You think it's red for him? I see. I see. He would take control of the Red Lantern. Hmm. Red would be Spawn. Spawn is Filipino, not black. I didn't see the JK. I was like, what? Aqualad, that dude. I haven't been reading Aqualad. Like, I don't know what he's doing in the comic books right now, like at all. Uh, Spawn appreciation. Let's go. He honestly one is the coolest. Yeah, he is. I'm still mad that they sidelined Batwing. Yeah, they did. It randomly give it to his brother. What if John Stewart had a son with Power Girl? Whoa, that would be cool because I know he would. I know John Stewart would train his son to be a beast tactician. Yo, lol. So, what I collected and because I missed so much. That's what I did with comics. I collected, didn't read them because I missed so much. Yeah, that's what I'm doing with the Spawn. I love John Stewart. He's my favorite Lantern. Yeah, but I must say, even though he is also my favorite Lantern, I'm not really feeling his ascension. I kind of just like him as a Green Lantern who's just like tactically smart. Are you guys reading? This is just a quick question. Are you guys reading I Am Batman? I haven't been reading it. I don't even know if it's good or not. Um, but I feel like I want to get into it. I feel like I want to cover it on my YT. YT is for you, and then space, 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 and then tube, because I already know how TikTok is. Yeah, I think that's why I like him too. He isn't cocky, right? He's just kind of like chill and like suave, and you know what I mean, and a good tactical person. I don't know, and he's very smart on in terms of like the battle IQ point of view. John Stewart and Hawk Girl is peak. They have a kid in Batman Beyond. Bro, I'm gonna tell you right now, growing up watching like Justice League Unlimited, I thought that was the ultimate couple. Yo, I thought that was a peak couple, like John Stewart and Hawk Girl. Yo, I thought that was like everything. I was like, I don't know, watching that, I thought like I had mad riz back in the day. Like I'm gonna be just like John Stewart. I'm gonna get the girl and da 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 da. But yeah, yeah, I'm interested. Are you guys reading I Am Batman? And if you're not, just be like, nope, I'm not Zen. I'm definitely not reading it. I want to see John Stewart, Orange Lantern. I actually liked him as the purple when he had the purple. Is the purple ring? It's not. That's Sapphire, right, or something like that. Hawkman and Black Adam is dope. I haven't read. Black Adam. I'm not even too sure how. Oh, Hawkman in Black Adam. Oh yeah, he's dope in the movie. Yeah, that was my favorite character in the movie. Michael B. Jordan um, should play John Stewart in the new HBO series, and Chris Pratt should play Hal Jordan. I could see that. I could see that. I could see that. I could definitely see that. Yeah, I could definitely see that. 100%. All right. In about 5 minutes, we're going to get into our versus battle. I'm putting up two fictional characters together. And how it usually works, anytime I do a versus battle, folks can jump in for about 3 minutes. We go one by one, and you could state your why. Or you could just post it in the comment section, right? And after 3 minutes, I'll call the time, and then someone else will pop back in. And then basically, my picture will be in the middle. And then the goal is to convince me, but also to convince the chat, because then we do a vote towards the end, right? So we're going to do that in a little bit. This room. This reminds me of Black Velma on HBO. I hear you on that. I hear you on that. Like it didn't do good, right? There's a Black Batman. Yeah. Batman and Kratos crossover. I mean, I don't know. I don't know, Piccolo. Like, what would Batman do? I mean, nah, he would do a lot. He would do a lot on a tactical advisor advisory level, but that's about it. I don't know. I didn't even watch the Velma show. Like I don't even know how bad it is, but I heard it's really bad. Um, and I think it got like way too much hate. I'm not too sure if all the hate was actually like warranted, but we'll see. Is there a Black Robin? Not that I know of. That's interesting. Not that I know of. Not that I know of. So I'm guessing from everyone's that no one uh that no one read I Am Batman. I'm gonna cover it because no one's reading it. Let me put up a picture of Static because he is a boss. Look at his picture. Looking like a boss. um, but yeah, I haven't. I don't know of any um comics that has a Black Robin, but there probably is in some type of way. I'm not personally familiar, right? Um, yeah. Archangel, thanks for the likes. Appreciate you guys. JW, what's going on? How long I'm gonna be on for today? I'm probably going until 2 o'clock. I'm gonna be on live for another hour because we're about to do the versus battle. I'm gonna do recommendations, some indie black superhero recommendations in a little bit, and then we're gonna get into the versus battle, and then towards the end we're gonna talk about Mortal Kombat 12. Da boom. Yeah, Static is that dude. For real. Signal became Robin in White Knight. Okay. I love Blade's daughter too. Oh yeah, Bloodline, right? Yeah, she's dope. I'm waiting for number two. Yeah, number two. I just want to see how the story goes. It reminds me of like Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I hated that show back in the day, but it reminds me of it. You know what I mean? They're bringing a lot of vampires into the Marvel Universe stuff, and I kind of want them to chill on that. I just want them to leave it to certain sectors of characters like Blade, Bloodline, right? And all of that. But they're like popping up all over the place now. I'm like, all right, chill, chill. Leave it to the experts, you know, or to the folks who take care of that stuff. Um, thanks for the follow. I appreciate you. Have you read the indie comic Hot Shot? It's a black comic. No, I haven't. I haven't. Um, no, I definitely haven't. His daughter, she's been in. I that's Autistic Geek. I really feel like that's gonna happen. I really feel like that's gonna happen. Like Bloodline is gonna pop up in the Blade movie, like towards the end. Um, I don't know. I've been feeling that ever since they said that they were introducing her as a character. Because sometimes the comics influence the movies or at least projections of what they want to do influence the comic books, and then they release comic books a couple of years before to see everyone's interest level, and then yeah, they go from there. Yeah, bro, there's definitely a new Blade movie coming out. Yeah, there is. It got but things got a little bit shifted around because the director, they had to get a brand new director. But so far, the cast is looking pretty good. Is that my boy Virgil? Yep, it is with the swag. Yeah. Have you watched Doom Patrol? Cyborg is sick in it. I haven't watched Doom Patrol on HBO Max, right? And then before that, they had like the DC Universe type of app, but now they don't have it anymore or something of the nature. I don't know. But it looks like a really good show. Because it has my boy in it. What's his name? Who's now making a really big comeback. I'm glad. He plays Robot Man. It's from a few years ago, and it's from Freestyle Comics. Okay, these are my favorite black characters. Yeah, who's everyone's like favorite black? If you had to pick one, right? Like, if you had to pick one black superhero, right? Um, to just kind of, I don't know, who you gonna pick? I knew someone was gonna say Piccolo. Blade hands down. Like, who would you pick? Storm. All right, cool. Blue Marvel. For me, I'm picking Blue Marvel. Blue Marvel again. Piccolo. Piccolo. Cannon, thanks for the likes. Black Lightning, Static Shock. Cool, 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 cool. Blade or Spawn. Nice, 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 nice. I was waiting for the Piccolo to come out, I swear. All right, guys, we're gonna transition into my recommendations that you guys should hop on. One is fairly new and one is like a little bit older. No fair, I'm 49 and there's too many, not enough at the same time. I hear you. Spawn was is fire. I love that story. Yeah. The cover is fire because I got it. I want it because I want it. Okay, Martian Manhunter. Martian Manhunter, I don't count him as black. I don't. Pero why Static Shock that face? Static is like he's like I'm about to punch the hell out of you. I want a Blade movie now. I really want it. After watching Werewolf by Night, like I'm kind of like I'm feeding for like that monsters type of flow. You know what I mean? He's that's the shock now. They working on it. He chose the black even. That's true, Law. That's true. That's true. He chooses to be black even as a ship shifter. I hear you. That's a powerful argument. Yo, Apex is going on. Red Death, Wally West Flash. Yo, are you guys watching the final season of Flash? I'm not, but uh bro trying to be light skinned. He got that light skin look. But yeah, I'm not watching it, but the reveal for who Red Death is, I don't know. Seeing Death in the comic books and then trying to like them trying to represent him in in the CW show is like a horrible. I don't know what they're doing. I never watched first. They're working on a Static Shock movie. At the oh really? Did you hear John? He's down to play the clown again and make an appearance in Spawn. Yo, that would be Mister. Yo, that would be great. John Leguizamo, if he plays um Violator again, or the clown who turns into Violator, that would be amazing. That would be great. Red Death is light years behind Wally. Like Wally West, like comic book Wally West, comic book Wally West is the like absolutely the fastest Flash. Like he is like hands down. Uh yeah, it makes sense, but due to water. For Marvel, best choice would be Luke Cage. What's going on, sir? Sir Darren in the house. I'm not a fan of Jamie Foxx. Yeah, there are other people who I wish would play Spawn, but I'm okay with it only because I watched him on a couple of um, flicks. Uh, like I did enjoy him in that movie that came out on Netflix where they had powers, they took the pill, they had powers. I thought it was pretty good. Yeah, Wally West is the fastest Flash. Like he is, he will always be my Flash because growing up, like I knew about Barry and Allen and all this stuff. I watched that old school show in the 80s kind of passively, but like when I started to get into comic books, that was when Wally West was the Flash with the red. You know what I mean? He wasn't Kid Flash when I was reading it. He took the mantle. So yeah, he's been like my Flash for like years with him and his daughter. Ah, Static Shock was him, definitely. But can't he run in reverse? But can't he run in reverse? He can. DC John Stewart. All right, Static Shock. All right, guys, I'm gonna give my recommendations. Denzel Washington, he should play Captain Marvel in the MCU. Captain Marvel, or I could see him as Blue Marvel for sure, but not for too long. You know what I mean? Uh, Not for too long. All right, guys. Let me give the Rex the recommendations that you guys should hop out and definitely get right after I stop being an old man right here trying to figure out the talk. All right, guys. I want to see more Owlman. Yeah, he's dope character, bro. Looking like Tigger. He should play literally black superhero. So here we go. Patriot. Yeah, that's what he's gonna come up in the versus battle. It's so funny that you guys mentioned. All right, guys. If you're looking for some really good story, a lot of folks know about this already. Um, this is Black. I got this years ago at in a Harlem Black comic book convention. So good, so good. Some of the covers are, they're intense, right? This is a book about if Black people only had superpowers and the racism is now amplified, right? Because it's not just racism; it's like I don't know, people who have powers who happen to be Black and they're just kind of like, yeah, not treated good for lack of better words, right? It's a really good book. But my main recommendation, and I want you guys to go to Godhood Comics and go over there and say Zen Multiverse sent me, right? Go to him on TikTok. I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm telling you guys right now. This is gonna be a TV show or a movie. It is gonna happen, whether it's on Netflix or something. I'm gonna when I say it will happen, it will happen. Go check out The Antagonist by Godhood Comics. I'm gonna tell you guys right now. So the premise is basically it's a married couple. They used to, well, they're supervillains, their parents, and they go through the trials and tribulations of just being a Black person. There's a lot of like really heavy topics in it, but I'm gonna tell you right now, guys, when I say the writing is good, Tyler F. Martin, he wrote this, and the world is expanding like really quick. But I'm gonna tell you, if you guys need some indie books, check out Godhood Comics. Right? I know I sound like I got paid to say all of this, but I did it. It's just really good. He was just at a comic book convention too, um, but I wasn't able to go, which kind of sucks. But yeah, yeah, I had to get these bad boys signed. Boom. This is the family, right? Uh, let me just to give you guys. Let me open one. I haven't opened this in a long time. Just so you guys can see the artwork, because the artwork is this is the type of artwork that I like. Um, Let me just open to a random page. What a perfect page! Look at this. This is crazy. So this whole panel is amazing. So this is a guy, it's a Caucasian guy who basically screws her over in terms of her jobs, right? He gives the job to another person, and she's been working there for a really long time. And again, she's been a supervillain, but she's trying to do a brand new leaf, and she's been holding in it. And he basically screws her over, and she finds out that he screws her over because he's like, basically you're a Black woman. Like, what do you think this was all about? Like, you really thought you were gonna get this? And she is pissed, and she's just like, you know what? Yo, F this, yo. And she's just decimates him. And remember, she's a super villain, and she's always been. So it's yo, guys, I'm gonna tell you right now. This is her in the past, This is her in the past. This is her and her husband, right? Before, you know, when they were together. And this is the first time we've seen a black superhero. I don't know, maybe you guys could correct me. I've never seen a black superhero who happens to be a male who has um who has telepathy. I don't know any black superheroes who have telepathy. I just can't think of it. Now, I don't mean that they could tap into it, but I mean their main power is it. Correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, guys, go over to Godhood Comics and say Zen Multiverse sent you. Yeah, and get it. I'm not kidding when I say the artwork, the storytelling is amazing, and they have some other great books too. I'm looking at them over there, but I have the first three books, but I definitely want to get the trade paperback because they have it out now, and their world is definitely expanding. So those are my recommendations. Um, Black Xavier, yeah, basic. I mean, but he could fly. He kind of like at first sight when you look and you're like, oh, okay, it's kind of like a Superman S character. Nope, definitely not. He has telepathy and he could fly, so it's a different. He has, I believe, he has telekinesis. Is no telepathy, and it's not like his strength is like low. He has like um. I don't want to say super strength, but he has super strength, right? But the telepathy is the main power. Let me get back to the comments. My bad, guys. But yeah, go to Godhood Comics. They changed the title. This is because this is years back that I got this. Now this is the main kind of insignia. It's so good. Jesus, so good. I feel like rereading it. Because the number 4 and 5, I bought them online so that I could read the PDFs. That's how good it is. No jokes. No jokes. All right. I'm gonna get back into the comments and I am setting up for the versus battle right now as we speak. My boy. But yeah, Godhood Comics. Um, and they have a TikTok, so you could just go to their TikTok as well. And the creator, he has a lot of videos, so he's posting a lot of stuff, and he's posting a lot of stuff for folks who want to get into making their own comic books too. So a lot of great advice that he's given. Um, just just good peoples in general. Let me scroll back up. I want to see more Owlman. Um, and she'll play literally black as superhero. That is Patriot will be. Yep. Do you consider Firestorm black? Mm, I guess so. I mean, yeah, I know he's a fusion character because one is like the conscious, subconscious kind of like phone. Definitely to bring. So yeah, I consider Sally. That sounds yo, it is so good. Static is the best. I would love to see Dr. Miss live action adaptation. Oh, that sounds dope. If I disappear, I'll back my phone's on like 2%. No, I'll be here, bro. I'll be here, Mister. Um AC, thanks for the follow. I appreciate you. Love the cover art. Yeah, it's so good, bro. Oh man, I can't kid you guys enough like how good the antagonists are. Again, the name of the book is called The Antagonist. And that's by Tyler F. Martin. So good. So good. Definitely like I did a video on it on my TikTok, just kind of like recommending it. Because when I read something that's really good, I'm gonna definitely recommend it. You know? Black Doctor Fate. It looks fire. It is fire, bro. It looks awesome. Do you consider fire? Oh, okay, I answered that, Mr. Terrific. I think, Mr. Terrific, he can tap in. He could use technology to utilize some form of like telepathy. But his main power, you know what I mean? That's what I mean. Black Doctor Xavier. Yeah, that could fly. Basically, he's like a Professor X that could fly, but also his motives, his way of thinking is like totally different. But the kids, I didn't say this, but the kids, their kids also have powers too, and they're kind of uncovering. So one of the kids, oh, well, let me show you this. Hold on, guys. I'm gonna get back to the comments. I just want to answer. So going back to this real quick. So this is the one that we saw, just kind of optic blasting. She's the one who's like really, she's like the superhero, the Superman S type of character, or like Power Girl. Like she's super strength. She can fly. She has, eye beams, and that's their son. Their son has kind of like think about him like a Deadpool. His regeneration and he has longevity. Like yeah, and that's our boy right here. Really, really dope. He has a telepathy and he can fly. The daughter, they're kind of uncovering what her abilities are, but she can go intangible. But it doesn't mean that that's her only ability. And then the son, he's a genius. But the way they write it is just so good. And I like the quote at the bottom because sometimes you gotta be the effing bad guy. Yo, it's so good because you get it when you're reading the book, honestly, you don't think of them as the bad guys. You'll understand why they're doing what they do, and you'll kind of be like, bad guy. That's kind of a big title. There's that one Marvel, I don't remember his name, but I think it might be an outlier. Headcanon, Black Doctor Fate. Hold on, let me put up the background again. Boom, boom. Okay. I had a new Old Warriors where superhero ethnically changed most. Oh, okay. Batman solos. I'm being honest, but one of my favorite heroes growing up is Meteor Man. Oh, Meteor Man. It's funny, I came across a picture of that right before my live, right? Let me see. It's not gonna show you guys. It was like these characters. That's not the versus battle, but Meteor Man is actually on the left-hand side of Blade, but it can't fit, apparently. So yeah, trying to fit it. Let me just put this picture back up for a little bit until we set up. Meteor Man was a really great character. Characters were turned black, but I can't remember what issue. So they are like a black X-Men team. Kind of, but they don't operate like an X-Men team. That's the only thing. Like everything, like besides them just having powers that are similar to others, um, yeah. Gateway is a telepath? Really? Gateway is I mean, he's the mentor to Eden Fese. He's a telepath? Oh yeah, you know what? He is a telepath. Not like a high level telepath because that's not his main. Well, it is because he has two main abilities, right? Or three? I don't know. I know exactly what you're talking about though. You're absolutely right. They don't showcase his telepathy a lot, but he definitely does have it because of course they showcase his ability to open up gateways, right? Yeah. All right, team. We are gonna do our versus battle now, and I'm setting up. It goes by two characters, and it's gonna lead us into the Mortal Kombat. That's why I'm putting both of them up. Here we go. Here we go. Who do you guys think would win in a battle? And state your why. And you could hop on for 3 minutes, right? If you're inclined to do so, you could state your why about who you think would win. Basically, my picture will go in the middle. And when someone, either the comments or someone hops in for about 3 minutes to state why they think the character will win, basically, I'll move the picture towards the side because that means I'm being convinced. And then towards the end, I'm going to do a vote, right? So on the left, we have Jackson Briggs, right? Jax Briggs from the Mortal Kombat universe, and then we have Isaiah Bradley from Antonio Brown. No, 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 no. And then we have Isaiah Bradley, who was Captain America, right? Basically, the Black Captain America. So, who do you guys think would win? Who do you all think would win? Jax and even if you don't know about the characters, you could just pick, have fun. Gateway in the 80s only uses telepathy when the X-Men were living in the Reavers' old headquarters. Captain. Okay. Okay. So we have one for Cap. Isaiah Bradley in the land down under. Oh, okay. AKA Australia. Australia. Jax. We have We have a Cap. We have two Caps. Timmy said Cap, and then we have Butter says Jax. MK Universe has unchecked strength ripping off links. I know they do. Um, I know in the movies they do deviate from what's canon in the comic book slash the the video games. Because in the video games, Jax got his arms through different means. He basically volunteered to have the cybernetic replacements. Racha, thanks for the gifts. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I mean, sorry, Haracha, thank you for the follow, and then uh, Isadora, thank you for the gifts. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I really do appreciate it. Yeah, he used telepathy many times. Yeah, and if there's anyone who want to hop in and tell us why, I'm gonna leave up this picture for a while. But I appreciate the chili pepper. Appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Um, yeah, in the video game, would that death with a death note kill Deadpool? Interesting. That's an interesting. I feel like it would, right? I give it to Captain America. Oh, uh, Isadona, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Thank you, and thank you guys for the likes too. Nothing but good vibes here, so I appreciate everyone who's just being here, right? And I definitely appreciate the gifts, right? 100%. Uh, haven't read on Jax, but got to think Battle IQ also Cap has Battle IQ. Yeah. So let me kind of I'll give you a baseline information about both. So for Jax, he's part of Special Forces. Uh, he definitely has tactical ability in terms of his ability to basically overcome his situation using his martial prowesses. Now, after Mortal Kombat 1, when around the time when Sonya got captured and things of that nature, this is like leading into no post Mortal Kombat 2, sorry. When he came to look for her, after that he realized how powerful everyone was and basically um volunteered to have his arms replaced, right? Now this is different from the movies. In the movies, he had his arms ripped off. Now when the timeline changed, right? This is post Mortal Kombat 9, I believe. When the timeline changed, basically Ermac ripped off his arms and then he got the cybernetic replacements slash implants. So yeah. Nope, that I don't think the Death Note could do any. I mean, what would stop the Death Note from doing that to Deadpool? Cap all day. So Isaiah Bradley, um, this is kind of well, in short, there were a lot of black people who were experimented on an experimental version of the super soldier serum, and most of them died, were unalived. And Isaiah Bradley was one of the ones who did, I guess he was a success, for lack of better words, and he gained peak levels of human strength. Now, I don't want to confuse this. A lot of folks think it's superhuman strength. It's not really superhuman strength. He just goes to like peak levels of human potential. That's where Isaiah Bradley is. So his lifting ability goes up to about 800 pounds. Stamina, also healing. I guess it's the highest echelon to where a human could be, but he wouldn't be considered superhuman. Oh yeah, so that's why it's like the different canons, like the different movies we saw. Like we saw one who Goro ripped his arms off and things of that nature. But from the video game, he basically volunteered to do it. And then when the timeline changed, when Raiden basically messed up the timeline and went back at, well, I wouldn't say he messed up the timeline. Uh, if anything, he made it better. He that was when Ermac ripped his arms off in Mortal Kombat 9, I believe. I think it was Mortal Kombat 9. Yeah, Mortal Kombat 9. He used his telekinesis to basically do a fatality, literally, on him. Do less that both Captain America and Steve Rogers. Wait, hold on. I skipped the comment. My bad, guys. Wasn't Deadpool immortal? Yeah, he is mortal, but I'm wondering if the Death Note could basically take away that, right? Because it does place death on a person. I don't know. I mean, that one is we'll never actually know. A four-armed monster, yeah, all right. And bro still came back and slapped him. Yeah. Batman Solos official geek. Giwa says, uh, do less than Captain America. Yeah, it's a little bit less than both, but it doesn't mean that he doesn't have the ability, to kind of overcome a situation. That's why I feel like they're a perfect like versus battle with each other. I know, bro. That's what we're gonna talk about right after this. Mortal Kombat 12 was just announced. I am so hyped because I want to know everyone's thoughts and opinions on that. But I'm gonna put up a poll. Let me put up the poll from now. Uh, a quick poll. All right. So, actually, you know what? We'll do it a little bit different. We have quick polls and let's do text polls. I'm gonna put up battle and I'm put Jax versus Cap. Okay. And you guys are going to vote. We're going to put it for 1 minute duration for this, and it's going to be called Battle. All right. So we're going to start it up. You guys put it in. Who do you think is going to win, Jax or Cap? AKA Isaiah Bradley. So this one is going to be a minute. Just give Batman prep time and plot armor. That's all he is. Deadpool couldn't die because Thanos was in love with death, and yet they had the love triangle, right? I feel like Cap has more feats. I do see that too. Like Isaiah Bradley does have more feats, but I mean Jax has gone against. I know in the comic books he's gone against like Kintoro, which is the four-armed. Um, but in terms of like quantitating the strength level, we don't really know, right? No storyline? Oh man, I don't know. I disagree only because I love storyline for Mortal Kombat. That's my favorite fighting game of all time. And the storyline is what really got me. Oh, poll ended. So it looks like Cap is the winner. Cap is the winner. All right. We had 40% for Jax and then 60% for Cap. All right, cool. All right, I'm gonna delete the poll. And that's it. Jax would slap him. He's not the same Cap. He doesn't have the same. Yeah, he doesn't. A lot of folks think because his super soldier serum is not the same. It was an experimental one, and it only boosted him to like full human capacity, but it also did a lot of things on him mentally, right? Um, oh, kind of like a Mortal Kombat Armageddon kind of thing. I hear you on that. All right, guys. So we're gonna talk about Mortal Kombat 12. I had to put my girl Melina from the movie. So who's hyped for Mortal Kombat 12? Because it is coming out, and when is it coming out? It's coming out this year, 2023. Like I love when they do stuff like that. Play Tekken 7. Uh, yeah, I'm hyped for the new Tekken 8, right? Tekken 8 or Tekken 7? Yeah, Tekken 8 is coming out too. Superman 20, what's going on? This is Melina from the Mortal Kombat movie. Mortal Kombat is coming out, so yeah, we're just kind of talking about it. Yeah, I'm super hyped for Mortal Kombat. I want them to do another movie too. The other movie that came out on HBO Max, I was super excited for it. There were great parts about it, but I thought it could be better, and I'm looking forward to the next one. Um, but remember, yeah, no, that's so true. Because it brings out, but that one was a replica. It was a experimental version of the super soldier serum. So, while it did make some people, it created a lot of different like cancerous um, outcomes for a lot of characters, a lot of people, I guess, in the comic books. Uh, it also did a lot of other things. But for Isaiah Bradley, it did diminish his mental state over time, but it did afford him with peak human potential, but not superhuman potential. I want to see another Snake Eyes movie. I didn't enjoy the Snake Eyes movie. My son did though when we went to go see it. I don't know there's a better fighting game. I just hope the combat isn't as slow as the last one. Me too. I hope I agree with you, Butter. I hope that the Mortal Kombat movie is, I mean, the Mortal Kombat game, Mortal Kombat 12, is more in lines with Mortal Kombat 10, not really 11 in terms of the gameplay style. But I'm any news on the Injustice games? No. That's what I was hoping for too, but I feel like the order is gonna go Mortal Kombat 12, and then we're gonna get news on Injustice. That's what, well, at least that's what I'm hoping for. Who do you think will be a guest? They did a horror for 10 and classics. Oh, okay, that's a great question. So, who do I think will be in terms of guest characters? I still want them to continue with the horror as characters, to be honest. Um, like if they did, I don't know. I'm trying to think what horror movies could they possibly do. Imagine if they put Megan in there. Yo, yo, imagine if they put Megan in there. Uh, that would be, I think that would be kind of dope a little bit. Um, but I want them to continue with the horror genres, putting in horror characters in Mortal Kombat. I would love to see, I don't know, I would like to see some Stranger Thing characters like the Demigorgon. Imagine if they had Vecna. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of horror characters I would love for them to have in it. That I could see like having some kind of play style in the game. Let me see. Let me go back to the comments. Yeah, it was slow in the last one. Uh, they need a Snake Eyes in Mortal Kombat. That would be dope. Snake Eyes in Mortal Kombat. I did like the fact that they retconned Snake Eyes origin stories. Me too. Me too, JW. Firmly agree. They can put Leprechaun in there. That would be imagine as like a he would be like a joke type of character, but I could see that. I could see that. I could see some creative and nifty fatalities. Give me Chucky. That's what I wanted for like Dead by Daylight. But I didn't know how they could like do that. But like to give but the hitbox, that's the only worry. Like when they do small characters, then they would have to think about the hitbox ranges and things of that nature. I mean, unless they just throw them in there and you only could do lows on their characters, but then combos wouldn't really work. And then like in tournaments, they would have to ban those characters. You know what I mean? Uh, that would be dope. That would be dope though. They could put DC characters as guest characters. That's what I was thinking that they might do. I already know they're gonna come out with Injustice, and the reason why I know another Injustice is gonna come out because DC is going through this whole big reboot, so they're probably gonna release Injustice in lines with the new what James Gunn is doing with the DC universe. But of course, they're gonna follow the Injustice storylines because in the comic books, there's so much that Tom Taylor did, right? Um, but a great way to promote DC characters would be if a DC character was in Mortal Kombat 12, just to kind of like showcase and get people hyped, right? But who would you guys bring in from DC? Like just one character, who would you bring in that, seems like it makes sense? A clown, he can transform into different things. Jeepers Creepers, that would be good. Leprechaun in Mortal Kombat. I'll take Rawhead Rex in there. Leprechaun versus Chucky fatality. Zen, you should really play Budokai Tenkaichi 2 and 3. They're really good. You'll need a PlayStation. Oh, no, I played them. I played them growing up. I played both of them. Tenkaichi 3 is like my favorite one of all time because it had the most characters. So good. So good. Marvel versus DC. Yeah, we need a game like that. Uh, DBC. Superman, of course, as a crossover. His only weakness, you can have a pregnant woman or something. It's scary. It's a scary movie from the 80s. Ah, nice. The OG. The Beatles. Um, so do the Authority if there's gonna be a movie. Oh, okay, yeah, I could see. Oh, I could really see that. I could see a lot of the authority characters being in there. Well, not a lot of them, because some of them have like some really crazy powers. Peacemaker with different helmets to. Oh, that's a great idea. Oh, I could see Peacemaker in Mortal Kombat. He could replace like characters like Stryker. But I like what you just said. Like he could switch. I hope that they do what they did in Mortal Kombat 10, which was the variants, right? The variations, and that would be so dope. Having Peacemaker with different helmets, that would be dope. That would be dope. That's a great idea. Uh, Maniacs Cop, yeah, yeah. I can see that too. That's old school. If they did MK versus DC, they have to make it teen again. Oh man, that's the only reason why I wouldn't want MK versus DC, because that's when they tried to do fatalities that like it was more brutalities than fatalities, right? Even though Mortal Kombat brutalities are now fatalities, right? 100%. I mean, DC should make a cosmic armor Batman the embodiment of prep time. He's already there. It's just regular Batman. He's just regular Batman. But that would be dope though for like a future cosmic armor Batman. His name would be Cab, right? Cab instead of Kaz. Kaz and Cab. Because I mean, they do have like a Batmite, right? A fifth dimensional. So they should have like, the different dimensional versions of things. I could see that for sure. For real, for real. But yeah, I'm generally hyped for Mortal Kombat. I think it's gonna be absolutely amazing overall. And yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it. I'm so hyped for it. And I'm I'm more excited to see the continuation of the storyline because of everything that happened in Mortal Kombat 11, right? With Kronika and what would be the true ending of it, you know? Because the true ending would be everything that Liu Kang did when he became Fire Lord Liu Kang, and he went back in time, and basically he went to go train the original Kung Lao, and it's either him going to train the original Kung Lao as the Fire Lord Liu Kang means the timeline will change. You know what I mean? And if the timeline is changing, that means the first Mortal, that means the Mortal Kombat 12 could technically be the first Mortal Kombat. And what I mean by that is because of what Liu Kang went back to the great Kung Lao, that would mean that the first ever Mortal Kombat would be the storyline. Maybe. I also want to see they introduce the concept of the Titans as well. So we have the gods, then we have the Elder gods, and then we have the Titans. And Kronika, she was a Titan. So yeah, Swamp Thing also makes sense. He's protecting the world from Mortal Kombat villains and gets other people to help. Yeah, I can see that too. I could see Swamp Thing. I could perfectly see Swamp Thing in Mortal Kombat as a guest character. Guardian. Yeah, there's like so much. The Darkest Night. Oh, that would be intense. I don't know if they would put the Darkest Night in there unless he's like a secret boss character. Um, but the character, like the image of the character, I could see in Mortal Kombat for sure. Yeah, yeah. James Gunn, he did say that there's gonna be a Swamp Thing. Yeah, either or, because he didn't say if it was gonna be a movie or a TV show, but it's gonna be one of them. Yeah, he would be exactly Superman 20. I could see him being like a boss, like that type of character. Um, yep, exactly. I would love to see Wildcats, Youngbloods, Stormwatch, Power Pack, and the New Warriors and MK. Yeah, that would be dope. I could see like Grifter in Mortal Kombat. Um, yeah, I'm really excited to see who they could possibly add in to the Mortal Kombat games. I feel like they're expecting us to think this way, and they're gonna go like really crazy with some of the characters. Imagine if they put like Optimus Prime or someone in a Mortal Kombat game, just to like really like go crazy and ham with it. What are your thoughts on DC connecting animated to live action? Um, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. Um, I think there's so much that could be done with like animated. The only thing is that it wouldn't fit everyone's cup of tea. But I feel like Marvel has somehow done that with the What If series in some type of way, right? Because the What If series, it happens within Marvel. The team that comes together happens within the Marvel cinematic. Well, I guess it's not cinematic at that point, but Marvel itself. But they basically just did something that only affects the. It doesn't affect like everyone because they basically saved the day from Infinity Stone Ultron, right? This is the time to put Shaggy in. Yo, that would everyone would flip Victor if they put Shaggy in there because I feel like there was a tweet about something like that a long time ago. You know, I would love Venom. Oh, that would be Venom. I could see Venom in Mortal Kombat for sure. Aloha, I was just watching it last night. Oh, by the way, I watched last night, and there's the Ultimate Marvel Universe. Yeah, yeah. So Jonathan Hickman, who's the writer, he's doing a big. He's doing a. I guess the Ultimate Universe is coming back. Yeah, there's a lot of things on that coming up. Yeah, the Ultimate Universe is coming back. I don't know how I feel about that. I'm not against it or anything of that nature. I just know that he's a really great writer. So Victor, thanks for the follow. Yo, Ghost in the house. What's going on, bro? A collab to the main six word. Yeah, that's Hellboy. I could see that. A collab to the main 616 verse again. Yeah, I don't know how I'm feeling about it. I wonder why they're bringing in the Ultimate Universe. Like, I always feel like there's a big reason in, but Hickman is a great writer, so I'm not worried. He's the one who got me back into the X Men. Everything that we're currently experiencing is because of Hickman's writing. Even though he's not on the X line, he's created so many nuggets that everyone has no choice but to add in some fries. That's all. Is the Ultimate Universe like the strongest versions? No, no, no. The 616 is the strongest versions of characters. I mean, it could be argued, but for example, our I say our 616 Hulk is way more powerful than the Ultimate Universe. You was 80 plus had to get you to 1K. I appreciate you, brother. I appreciate you, Professor. Uh, it's cool though. The Ultimate Universe is pretty interesting though. Uh, think about the Ultimate Universe as a representation of if you were to merge superheroes with like the real world kind of thing. So there's a lot of nitty grittiness in that. Even like origin stories of like the first mutant, or the Weapon X program, like all of that is different. Some things are really weird though. For example, um, Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch's relationship in the Ultimate Universe is yeah, is weird. So there's certain things that I'm just like, yo, are they really gonna bring over some of this stuff? Hold on, guys. My phone is about to die, so I have to use my cord. Hold on, team. I'm at 4%. When I'm living, my battery definitely goes low super quick. All right, almost there. All right, guys, hold on. Give me 1 second. I'm not gonna like pause the live. There we go. Okay. Who do you think would win, Cloud or Link? I feel like Cloud, to be honest. Let me scroll back up because I missed a couple of comments. Appreciate you, Professor, getting me to 1K. Soul Calibur's Nightmare would be awesome. Oh yeah, that would be cool. Uh, Official G Wiz. Thanks for the share of the live. Appreciate you. Victor says, "Is the 616?" Oh, okay. Is the 616 with World Breaker Hulk? No, that's yeah. 616 is with World Breaker Hulk. Like 616 version has gone through a lot of iterations and is still doing a lot of stuff. 616 version now, I think Titan now, right? The Hulk can now Hulk out to become Titan. I haven't been reading the run. I think that's by Donny Cates. Haven't been reading it. I feel like Cloud would win that battle. BRB, cool, cool, cool. Do you think Professor X is gonna make an appearance in Deadpool 3? Yes. And Professor said yes too. Yeah, I do think he is though. Go live on Kick? Kick? What's Kick? I don't even know my old stuff. Magog versus Cable? Who's that? I don't even know about Mangog from the Thor runs. Mega Man versus Cyrax. Who would win? I'm thinking Mega Man. Nah, I mean, if Mega Man can't absorb anything and he's just using his. Ooh. I had to like second guess that. Ha. I feel like I want to go with Mega Man. But then Cyrax, he's a trained Lin Kuei ninja, right? He has access to all of those, all of his techniques and things of that nature, like assassin clan of ninjas. Hmm. You know what? I'm gonna go with Cyrax. I could see Cyrax teleporting, but not teleporting. Yeah, I could see him teleporting behind him, trapping him in a energy net, throwing a bomb down. Boom, you're done, Mega Man. I'm feeling to do an official debate in a week. Yeah, next week I was thinking about doing opening up. We did like a little debate just a while ago with Jax versus, but we didn't do like the official debate flows that I usually do. So I was thinking about doing it next week. Fox McCloud is a mercenary. Oh, Kick. Yeah, what is Kick? Kick isn't a Kick like an old school type of thing? I don't know. I mean, in MK12. Oh wait, hold on. Oh, like having Mega Man in MK12? That would be interesting. I barely even use Kick. I'm back. What did I miss? Nothing really. You said Professor. I looked down real quick. Thought you said my name. Oh. What did you think about the Flash movie trailer? I thought it was absolutely amazing. There's a lot of nostalgia, but also a lot of just like eye candy, right? For lack of better words. Uh, to see Michael Keaton as Batman again is going to be absolutely amazing. Um, Sasha, the girl who's playing, she's just beautiful. I think she's like gonna kill it as Supergirl. And yeah, Urza Miller, I'm not really excited for, but I'm excited for the concept that the movie is gonna play, which is a reboot to the DC EU, which I theorized many moons ago. That's the way that they're gonna reboot everything. Um, have they made any new Machine Man and Miracle Man comics? Not that I know of. Miracle Man, yes. Because I looked in, there's a couple of Miracle Man stuff. Machine Man, no, I haven't seen a lot of. The last time me personally, I seen Machine Man in the comic books was when they were doing the Iron Man like 2.0, and that's when they were doing that whole artificial intelligence type of run. I actually had a Kick account. I ain't been on Kick since elementary school. They should put Kirby and MK. Oh man. Oh, you should challenge Mangog versus Doomsday. Oh, that I think that's a good battle. Mangog versus Doomsday. I feel like I'm gonna go with Doomsday. We must stay focused, bro. I'm telling you, Sasha. Whew, that woman is beautiful. She is beautiful. Yeah. Kick is a streaming platform where you can stream anything, like literally anything 18 plus. Oh, interesting. So there's gonna do another Flashpoint again. Basically, they didn't say they were gonna do a Flashpoint, but he does. It is kind of Flashpointy because he does go back to change, or he goes into a timeline where his mom is alive, and then we see Hunter Prey Doomsday versus Mangog. I'm still gonna go with I'm still gonna go with Doomsday. Yeah. See, my hope is that all right. Here's my hope, Victor, and everyone. Now, you guys remember Infinite Crisis, Crisis on Infinite Earths on in the DC on CW, and that's how we saw Grant Gustin meet Ezra Miller's version of the Flash, right? And that's how Ezra Miller's Flash actually knew about the name The Flash and then dubbed himself The Flash from that interaction, which I thought was pretty genius at the time. I think we are going to get a new Flash. My hope is that what Ezra Miller does messes up the timeline. He can't fix everything back perfectly, just like in regular Flashpoint. Like he'll go back and then allow his mom to be unalive, but everything then changes in a way, including his birth, right? Uh, Similar things happen. His name, he gets the same name, but sorry to have to, say this, but I think there's a different sperm that makes it to the egg, and it's not Ezra Miller's version. It's Grant Gustin's version. So we might see Grant Gustin make it to the Flash universe, but it's not like he's gonna remember everything from the CW. We just get the actor. I think that would be great if that's how we get Grant as the Flash. It's probably not gonna happen. What's probably gonna happen is that Ezra Miller resets the timeline, and we get a recasting in the future. That was just my possible theory. Technically, in the movie animated series, Metroid versus Sector for Mortal Kombat. Oh, that would be. I could see that. I could see that. That would be dope. That would be dope. I hope Kratos is in Mortal Kombat 12. Okay, okay. Oh, like a new school Kratos. I mean, same, but yeah, more nitty gritty. I can see that version. Scorpion, flawless victory. Thanks for the follow. I appreciate you, brother. I hope it's God of War versus Ragnarok version. Yeah, yeah, yep. Yo, imagine Doom Guy in Mortal Kombat. Oh, that would be too powerful. Doom Guy is a little bit too powerful. Gutskin. I don't know his Great Gutskin. I hope we get Kratos. Apex Luthor versus Current Century. Ooh. Current Century. I'm gonna give it to Century. I hope we get God of War Ragnarok. Yeah. Change the background pic. You don't like it? She's beautiful. Hey, hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out. All right. All right. Real question now. Then I'm gonna change the pic because it has been on this picture. Hear me out. Would you guys yes or no to Melina from Mortal Kombat? Urza Ed meaning crisis, so it's not out of the question. Exactly. I marked Doom Guy would be perfect. Give me Logan or Riddick. Oh, Riddick. Oh, I can see a lot of fatalities too with Riddick, but Gustin. Okay. Guy from Doom or Duke Nukem. Oh, versus Jax and Sonya. Honestly, I'm gonna go with Doom and Duke Nukem. That would be a dope battle though. Kratos fatality would be crazy. Yep. How powerful is Apex Luthor? Pretty powerful. Telepath over here? No. Yes. Hey, yo, what is that tongue to? A lot. Nah. Desperado said, nah. I already know. I already do know. I wish we get Mortal Kombat 12 The Mask. Oh, that would be kind of cool. Like as a little joke actor. Do you have a wife, bro? No, I don't have a wife. Not yet. Not yet. Um, yeah, Mr. said yes. And Rob, uh, maybe if I saw her without the Mortal Kombat makeup, uh, Death by Snoo Snoo Melina. I'm down. Kratos was already in Mortal Kombat. Yeah, he was. What was that? Mortal Kombat 9, right? BRB, cool, cool, cool. Uh, yep, exactly. You just commented, made it back, cool. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. All right, side question, right? Side question. Do you guys read Grappler Baki? This is just an ass. It's just a manga ass. Uh, oh, that picture didn't work out. Since we're talking about the Flash a little bit, um, actually no, we kind of we're talking about Mortal Kombat. Um, ooh, Philadelphia picture. That was by accident though. um, our boy Jax. That was a versus battle that we just did a while ago. But let me see. Maybe having let me scroll back up. Atreus as assistant character. Outside Kratos, three main weapons. Okay, that would be dope. That'd be dope. Maybe having Atreus. Yep. Ed Boon said before Mortal Kombat 11 came out that they don't reuse DLC characters. Oh, it makes sense. It makes sense. It makes sense. It does make sense. Is it possible Kratos can return? I mean, if he said no, if Ed Boon said that they don't want to use, but it makes sense not to reuse, because they usually get the licenses for a certain amount of time, and then they would have to go back and do it again, and they usually get licenses to promote movies that are coming out or something of the nature, or just to, or just because it seems really amazing to do that. Do you think Mortal Kombat will have any DC characters in the future games? I do. I feel like to promote the next Injustice game, if there's a next Injustice game, which I really hope that there is. There's a lot of fighting games coming out now. I think we're entering the fighting game era again. We usually skip a couple years before it gets in because we already know Street Fighter 6 is coming out. Um, yeah, the new Street Fighter game is coming out. Mortal Kombat is coming out. The new Tekken is coming out. This is that time. You know what I mean? This is when us fighting game lovers, like, we're gonna eat good. But I didn't like how Urza Miller's lightning was blue and not orange. No, no, that's cool. They probably might change it if he does. I honestly I don't think we're gonna get Grant in the Flash movie. We're probably just gonna get a brand new recast. A lot of fans want it. Snake from Metal Gear, Solid versus Jax. Snake all day. Since he is the Flash, true. I wish Mortal Kombat would. I wish Marvel would cross over into MK. Interesting. Snake versus Striker. Yeah, I'm going with Snake. Easy. But I could see Snake in Mortal Kombat. I wish Kratos had a daughter again. Ah, so many fans want to see Kratos return. I don't think they'll pass it up. Yeah, if people are really like pushing it, then for sure he'll put them in. They should make an updated Capcom versus Marvel. It's just because of and for a long time it was because of licenses issues, but now there are certain rights that they have back. But I think there's so many things that's why there's so many mods for Marvel vs. Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 because people are just like tired of waiting. We want a new Marvel vs. Capcom game, but they're just like, yo, we'll take it up upon ourselves. But then again, they couldn't lie and say Ed Boon because Rain was a DLC as well as Mortal Kombat. That's true. He's a DLC. Yeah, that's so true. Wait, I realized that Mortal Kombat reused characters though. The Joker. That is true. He did. Yeah, the Joker came back. He was in a crossover. I guess I wonder if that counts though, because it was a crossover. Desperado, thanks for the follow. I appreciate you, brother. Um, he was in a DLC. He was part of the roster. Yeah, you guys are answering each other's questions. And with the major hype of God of War Ragnarok, I think they might bring him back. We'll see. Hopefully, I think it's interesting. It's interesting to think about. I wouldn't mind if he came back. It's just about like the trajectory of where Ed Boon and the rest of them want to go. You know what I mean? In terms of promotion, storytelling, things of that nature. But again, I am generally hyped for Mortal Kombat. It is my favorite fighting game. What's everyone's favorite fighting game if you have a favorite fighting game? For me, it's Mortal Kombat because of the storyline. That was my first. Was it my first fighting game? No, that was my second fighting game. My first fighting game was Street Fighter 2 Turbo for the SNES, and uh, then after that, shortly after, it was Mortal Kombat 1. Good times. Jeez, such good times. Yeah, for me, it's Mortal Kombat. Oh yeah, for you, it's Mortal Kombat 2. Uh, oh, Ryu was. Oh, I thought that counted. Yeah. For me, it's Mortal Kombat all day, every day. The storyline has been amazing. I actually really love the whole time travel and changing the timeline stuff. Any story that has that and they write it a little, just it has to be just like okay written, then I'm down for it. You know. Nope. But like I said, that he could have been lying because Rain was a DLC before. Oh, okay. Um. Yeah, Mortal Kombat. My second favorite fighting game. I'm not too sure. Who do I main in Mortal Kombat? It depends on which Mortal Kombat. The latest Mortal Kombat, I play with Sub Zero and also the Collector. No one uses Collector, but I use Collector. Um, and Mortal Kombat 9 is Sub Zero. Actually, all of them is like Sub Zero, to be honest. 10, yeah. 10 is Subby. Yeah. No one remembers it but me. Let me scroll back up. Spinoff. Tekken is my favorite. However, I remember Rival Schools from Street Fighter game. Yeah, Rival Schools was a really great game. Hopefully, they make Mortal Kombat 12 just like Armageddon. That's how I thought 11 was gonna be, only because of the whole timeline stuff. Um, because there's so much. But I do feel like my theory is that Mortal Kombat 12 is actually gonna be the first Mortal Kombat, like Mortal Kombat Zero. Because you remember there was a tournament with the Great Kung Lao, and the ending from when Liu Kang became Fire Lord Liu Kang, he basically went back in time to like fix the timeline, and he like we're gonna get. I feel like we're gonna get another timeline reset because he goes back and basically mentors the great Kung Lao, and I feel like that's gonna change the events of what happens in the future. Like that Kung Lao is not gonna lose this time around. Like he's gonna win Mortal Kombat. Like I think that would be so amazing. And we might get predecessors of like other characters. Like for example, I don't know, a different version of Scorpion, like someone who is from the the Shirai Ryu, one of like the first members, similar to the Lin Kuei. We may get a character like that, like brand new characters. But the reason why I think they might not do it that way is because that would be too many new characters without the inclusion of legacy characters like Sonya, Raiden, Sub Zero, Scorpion. And we already know like Scorpion is like the poster boy, even though it should be Sub Zero. But you know, things like that. I would love Armageddon though, unless they're gonna say like they're changing the ending. Like unless it's like Liu Kang is not in the game, he's doing what he's doing, or there's gonna be some kind of crossover between the old and the new. Like there's a convergence happening with like time and space. But I feel like they already did that with Mortal Kombat 11. I'm ranting. Um, Grandmaster sub, yeah, like they better add Ermac and not as a DLC. Collector needs to be nerfed. I love the Collector. I hope they put Smoke. Me too. Because I would definitely use smoke. Yeah, it's supposed to be 12. Wait. Oh, yeah, it's supposed to be 12 tournaments won. Anyway, so 12 would reset for sure. Yeah, that's just my theory that it would only because of what happens at the end, the canonical canon ending, right? And I think about the fatalities with Draper Spirit. Yeah, that'd be dope. Smoke is my favorite MK character. Demon Jin from could handle being in Mortal Kombat 12. Yeah, I think he could hold his own. I think Demon Jin could hold his own in Mortal Kombat 12. I think he could hold his own pretty well, actually. They're gonna reboot Scorpion based off of Mortal Kombat's. Yeah, Scorpion. He was supposed to be good before resurrected. Yep, exactly. I really felt that. I really felt that part. I felt like that whole part kind of like sucked a lot. You know what I mean? In some type of ways, where one passed away and then the other one, I don't know, because he finally became human again, and then he got unalived, and then the other Scorpion was like, I'll basically take on. Maddox, thanks for the follow. I appreciate you, brother. Johnny Cage or Liu Kang? Mine is either Johnny Cage or Liu Kang. Oh, nice. Deadly Alliance was so good. Oh man, I love when Noob teamed up with Smoke, basically reprogrammed his nanotechnology, and they were like a team. I also felt like Quan Chi and Shang Tsung. That intro where they unalive Liu Kang was absolutely amazing. Oh my goodness, I remember that to the day. That's when I knew this. Let me tell you something. When I found out that Noob was actually Sub Zero, Bihan, yo, I flipped. I felt like the storytelling was at peak level. I think that was in Deadly Alliance, right? That was the one with Shinjiko. The one with Shinjiko when they had the adventure, that's when they unveiled so much, and I felt like the storytelling was just like chef's kiss. Mortal Kombat is the one that said combo breaker. Oh, Killer Instinct. Yeah, Mortal Kombat Killer Instinct. It was so good. Killer Instinct was really good too. The storyline was a little bit hard for me to follow. I don't know. But I love the hype between Killer Instinct. Maybe a character that could be a descendant from Scorpion and Sub-Zero that could use both abilities. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Uh, Kang was really good in 10. Yeah, he was. Yeah, that's the name. Flame Fist didn't do much chip damage. Yeah, it didn't. Well, it did enough. It did enough, right? What was your favorite DLC in 10? Mine was Leatherface. Mine was Leatherface. No, mine was Jason. Sorry. Because I used to use Jason all the time. I feel like 10 had the best DLCs to me personally. Because they had like Alien, they had a Xenomorph, they had Leatherface, they had Jason. Oh man, that was a good. They had Triborg. He wasn't a guest character, but he was a DLC, right? 10 had a really great lineup to me personally. So no one's using Noob Saibot. Uh, no, I haven't been using him. I just like him as a character because I know he's the original Sub-Zero. Mortal Kombat 11's ending basically explained Mortal Kombat 12. Whoever became the timekeeper can reshape history in their own. But wouldn't it be Liu Kang? Because when we had Endgame, what was that? Aftermath. Aftermath kind of dictated that the true ending would be Liu Kang becoming Fire Lord Liu Kang, right? If I'm not mistaken. Correct me if I'm wrong. Triborg, but that's just because it got my boy. Oh, Smoke. Imagine. Fulgor would be great in Mortal Kombat. Yo, that would be dope. I would be so hyped if Fulgor was in it. Because then we could have like Sector versus Fulgor. I feel like I don't even like to say like Cyrax versus. I feel like he's in a different league because he's like a good person, right? Jax is the one who helped him to regain his consciousness, canon wise. But I'm not too sure if that worked in the timeline change. Like what changed? Yeah, yeah, no, it was Jax. It was Jax. I hated that human Smoke got caught by this cyber Linkway. I felt like it was so sad. Oh man, I felt like it was this because him and Kuai Liang, they're best friends, and oh man, they got caught. I actually want to see Scorpion's sons back again. What was your favorite fatality in Mortal Kombat games? Ooh, that's a good one. Yeah, the 48th Ronin, yes. Noob is Sub-Zero's unalive brother. Yeah, Bihan. He's so the Sub-Zero from Mortal Kombat 1, he becomes Noob Saibot. Yeah. The one from Mortal Kombat 2 now, that's Kuai Liang. That's Sub-Zero's brother, who kind of is looking for revenge slash looking for his brother. My favorite fatality, that's a great question. I don't know if I have a favorite fatality. There's so many, that's why. Um, and there were some really great ones in Mortal Kombat 12. I hope they bring back brutalities because those count as like quick animation fatalities for me. So yeah, Noob, Hanzo unalived. So the demon we know can be what Hanzo was. That's true. That's true. Exactly. Yes. Explains the conversation that he had. Yes. Yeah. Okay. Triborg was the DLC. Revenant Scorpion is cranky. I would be cranky too if I was a Revenant. My favorite DLC was in 11 was probably Terminator. In 11, I guess it would be Spawn, but he felt really. No, it would be RoboCop. Mine was RoboCop. I thought that was dope. I was gonna say Spawn is awesome too, but he feels very bulky. But it is what it is. I've seen people just play way better than me with him, and they look fast. The Ermac one where he pulls your guts through your mouth was pretty gross. Oh, I remember that one. In general, love Jason, but the alien was my favorite Mortal Kombat 10. Yeah, 10 had the best DLCs to me. Yes, Liu Kang became a Fire Lord and the Timekeeper so that he can reshape history in his image. Um, yeah, so I love that ending. I'm just wondering how they're gonna include like I just I'm just eager to see how it continues. That's all. To see if some of my thoughts and theories are right about it. I'm a big fan of the robots. Cool, cool, cool. Ronin. Okay, sorry, I read that wrong. Mine was probably the Joker in Mortal Kombat DC, and then nine was Shang Tsung. Nice, especially the hidden Cyber Sub Zero. Yeah, as part of Triborg, right? I thought that was like really genius how they combine all of them into one character. That they didn't truly have a story, but it was what it was. He can because for the variations that I hope they bring back the system that they had in Mortal Kombat 10. The gameplay I think was perfect. It felt like every character had three characters at least. Triborg had multiple, right? Now I know they try to replicate some of that in Mortal Kombat 11, but it didn't feel the same. It didn't feel the same at all. He can bring them back past enemies and return them into another world so that they're not evil anymore. That's true. That's true. So they're not revenants, right? You think Injustice 3 will come out before MK12? No, because they already said Mortal Kombat 12 is coming out this year, unless we get some like another. Uh, I don't know. Unless we get a random trailer, because what's the next convention's coming out? E3, right? E3 is the next one. So if we don't get a trailer for either one of those, then I don't know. But we're definitely getting Mortal Kombat. That's been confirmed. That's been leaked, and it is not a leak that's a rumor. It's a leak that is true. Right? We're good. Didn't the vest with no shirt as okay? So okay, Bihan was unalived in the first Mortal Kombat, and Kuai Liang becomes Sub Zero in the second. Yep. When does Mortal Kombat? They just said 2023, so it's this year. I'm pretty sure we're gonna get it around Halloween time or December, like right before 2024. Thor versus Raiden in the animated movie. That would be great. I think Thor would win though. Since all his fellow combatants unalive, he can bring them back in another timeline, restoring history. Yes, it was so disappointing that they couldn't get Arnie to do his Terminator voice. Oh, he's probably busy. How nuts would it be if they both came out? See, that's what I'm. Um, Ed Boon would do something like that. Probably not directly at the same time, but like back to back. Like he would do something like that. hot take for MK and SCP 076 would be a good character. I'm not familiar with SCP 076. Which one is that? Just give me their abilities and I'll remember from there. What's going on? Me being the only person who loves using Reptile. Nah, I like Reptile. I just rather Reptile as his like less reptilian version, which I know doesn't really make sense. I like human version of Reptile, and every so often he'll take off his mask to do a move. Um, yeah, yeah. What's the SCP? Just remind me. That was Able, I think. Yeah, I'm not familiar. SCP. That's true. That's true too, Desperado. Because that would mean like clash in sales without any like time in between for folks to kind of gather up their funds. Oh, he could summon swords and knives. I'm not familiar. Hold on, let me look that up real quick. SCP-076. SCP-076. I just gotta look at a picture. Oh, yes, 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 yes. Oh, I could definitely see him in a Mortal Kombat game. Yeah, I could definitely see him in a Mortal Kombat game. Um, I feel like as though Mortal Kombat 12 would be like the resurrection of Onaga. That's what I was. See, if they don't follow everything, let's say that Liu Kang becomes Fire Lord Liu Kang. He goes back in time, but they don't really continue with it. They just kind of like say like he's the elder god, right? And he's kind of like fixing things in the background. But everything happens with Onaga still because technically they reset the timeline with when they reset the timeline, we still didn't get the resurrection of Onaga back. Or what's his name? What's that other character's name with the fire? I forgot his name. He wasn't really a favorite of mine. Um, that's the one that like Jarek and them the the boys went against. A Blaze, thank you, thank you. Yeah. And thanks for the follow. Yeah. Because Onaga and Blaze, they never made it into the new timeline yet. Um, Let me see. My favorite MK character was Kenshi, though. Did you guys watch that animated Mortal Kombat movie that recently just dropped a couple months ago? It was the one with Kenshi. I didn't watch it yet. I want to watch it. Kintaro, yeah, we didn't see Kintaro at all. He was a boss in Armageddon. Yep. One horror character that I would love to see in the new Mortal Kombat is Michael. Yeah, I would love to see Michael as too. Any horror character I would love to see. Guys, thanks for the follows. I really appreciate it. Um, yeah, Mortal Kombat. I gotta, we gotta do a whole live just for Mortal Kombat, like outside of this live, because there's so many things I would love to talk about for sure. There's so many theories. I would honestly, I would love to replay the story from Mortal Kombat because there's so many intriguing points. Like, like doing a whole marathon on all of the games, Mortal Kombat, going back from Mortal Kombat mythologies, because technically that's like I don't know, the oldest in terms of like time mythology, right? Oh, that's not true. That would be Mortal Kombat Deception or Armageddon, whichever one had Shinjiko. That's the one where you could go back, right? Have you ever played or met Sonic Fox? Never played. Watched him play, but he's a beast. He's a beast. Oh man, he's a beast of a player. Jeez, he's just like a genius when it comes to like fighting games. With the timeline restored in 11, I believe Onaga and Blaze will return. They're somewhat out there. Yeah. Uh, one of the characters that I really enjoyed, Havoc. Havoc, I think, is like he's not like the Joker, but he's kind of like I don't know, a weird character with like um random battle techniques, right? Pinhead, yeah. Oh, I could definitely see Pinhead. And plus that movie just came out. Yeah. Cabal was fun, yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, there's so many because every time I think there's going to be a plot hole in Mortal Kombat, they do cover it up. Um, I would love to see Ash. That would be dope. That would be dope. Seeing Ash in there would be dope for sure. Yeah, I could definitely see Ash in there. Coblastic. Yeah, I could definitely see Ash in there. Um, I'm trying to think. Are there any plot um not holes, but like elements of Mortal Kombat that have not been brought to fruition yet? They mentioned the Titans quite a bit in Mortal Kombat, and they're supposed to be what's after the Elder Gods because Kronika was a time Titan, right? If I'm not mistaken. Oh, Wiccan, that's who I couldn't remember earlier. I was trying to remember the name. Candyman. That's what I would definitely put him for sure. He's the Emperor of the Chaos Realm. He's got to return. Yeah. Uh, why not Universal Monsters? Frankenstein. Oh, that would be dope. Like having Werewolf and Frankenstein in them. That would be dope. I could definitely see all of them in there. Candyman would be interesting. Yep, for sure. He would. Spawn is the goat. He's definitely. Yeah, Chronica is the Titan. So then I'm just wondering, like, she can't be the only Titan. Because I forgot in what ending they do show other Titans. I mean, it's an arcade ending from one of the characters. I can't remember who. Yeah, they're making a new movie, but now, oh, but Ash is not gonna be in it. Oh, interesting. Okay, I'm okay with that. Not really. I think it's Garrus. Garrus is a. I don't even think he's counted as a god. Oh, you mean in Garrus's ending we see the Titans, right? Oh, it could be. I couldn't remember. We see like Titans just really big, right? Or the concept of them. Just don't say his name one more time. I'm not because just in case. I like to see Warpath team up with Nightwolf. That would be dope. That would be dope. Warpath from Marvel. Dracula, of course. One character I realized that is popular that would probably be interesting is Pooh, Blood, and Honey. Oh, that just came out, right? That movie. I want to see it. But I'm not gonna go to the movies to see it. I'm just gonna like wait for it to come on like Amazon Prime. The new Evil Dead looks actually scary. It's a so let me just put it up because I don't want to forget it after the live. Evil Dead. Oh, that's Evil Dead Rise, right? Wait, isn't that a movie? Didn't this come out already? Oh no, it didn't come out in cinemas. April 21st, 2023. It's an upcoming film. Oh wow, this looks pretty scary. Why did I think that I saw an image of that already? I don't know. The new Evil Dead is actually said Bruce is right. I heard Pooh was garbage by everyone. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's why I'm definitely not gonna like go to the theaters. I heard it was that too, but I haven't seen it. I like to see evil version of the Banana Splits movie because I missed the Banana Splits. Oh man, I remember those guys. Uh Mortal Kombat 12 would be the best Mortal Kombat game in HD era if they had the Armageddon roster. Yeah, and a creative fighter. You know, I don't know. They've been working on the Mortal Kombat for a while, and the frequency, right? The length of time would dictate that they probably just updated a previous version, like the models, and that might be Mortal Kombat 11, but they probably sped it up a little bit so it doesn't play as slow. I don't know. I wish they would create a fighter was better than Soul Calibur. I haven't played Soul Calibur in a long time. New Evil Dead, yeah. I just looked up the trailer. I didn't watch the trailer, but I have it up right here. Evil Dead Rise. That would be beast. That would be like OD amount of characters. Do you all remember Tales from the Dark Side TV show with the creature called Gritter? I remember the show. I don't remember the creature named Gritter though. I remember I remember one character that would be weird in Mortal Kombat would be Freddy from FNAF. That would be dope. Imagine, yo, so many that would bring so many people into the Mortal Kombat just the verse, right? Watch it. We need your reaction. Watch it right now. Let me see. I wish I could do like dual, like you guys could see my face while I watch a video at the same time. I've seen some TikTokers stream that way, and I don't know what that is. Maybe you guys know where they're watching, like they have their screen pointed at something. It's basically dual. Yes, now, lol. Especially since they're making a new FNAF movie right now. They're making a FNAF movie. Oh wow. Um, yeah. Is that a filter where you can mirror your video? What is that? I'm about to try some things out right now. All right, regular mode. Glitter is so dangerous. What is mirror video? Okay, that's just flipping it. Flip camera. We know what flip camera is. Let me flip it back. Anyway, anyway, we're gonna watch it together. Here we go. Let me plug this out so you guys can hear it. Yeah, mirror just. But I seen like people who have like a screen right here that shows them, and they could show like what they're streaming on the opposite end. Like I know the camera can do that, but on TikTok can it do that? I haven't seen that yet. But anyway, my dusty computer. All right, let's watch this one. This one is official trailer. Hold on. All right. Sorry guys. Mad dust in my place. All right, here we go. I probably will if I just like pause it a couple of times and then like do some of this. Hold on, I forgot you guys can't hear it. Um, I have seen it, but I don't know. Yeah, I'll pause it a couple of times and then talk through it and then bypass the copyright stuff. Tricks of the trade. Okay, making some eggs and stuff. You know what I mean? Scrambled.
What's up, sis? I had the most beautiful dream.
Ooh.
It was the perfect day.
She's loving those eggs.
All I could think about was how much I wanted to cut you all open.
Oh.
And then climb inside your bodies.
Oh,
So
wow.
that we could stay one happy family.
Oh, well, hold on. Hold on. Let me do a little bit of this. TikTok chill. Don't shut down my life.
What is this, Danny? I found it.
What will I
Well, this looks dark. Oh, wow. This looks... Hold on. Let me do a little bit of this. Oh.
Not now. You don't look so good, Mom.
Nothing a big old kiss from you won't fix.
Wow. This looks... Oh. Hold on. This looks good. Oh, wow. Hold on, hold on. I can't show all of that. I already know TikTok would like take down the video.
Yeah, you know how to like kids.
Oh, wow. Okay. TikTok, this is not real blood. So please don't ban me or something.
Mom?
Mommy's with the maggots now.
Okay, spider girl. Okay, Banshee. Oh wow, this looks good. Oh man, I've been waiting for. Jeez. Thanks for putting me on, guys. Wow, wow, wow. Let me put this back. Wow, that looks that looks good. Yo, and I was just talking about it with my boys the other day. Like, it's been a while since like a new like horror esque movies come out. That's like actually on the level of like The Conjuring, and all of those type of movies. That looks good. That was a red band. Of course, I picked the red band trailer. TikTok is probably gonna send me a message after live, like, "All right, Zen, so you can't live for another 2 weeks. Peace." Yeah, it does look. It looks good. I would love to see Ash in Mortal Kombat 12, though, a fatality where he does. And here's just the thing: we may even get like a Ash may come in this movie, but not as like the regular version that we've come to know and love. Because the last time they showed Ash in a movie was in Doctor Strange 2 in the Multiverse of Madness. Not Ash, but the actor, rather. They showed him in Doctor Strange 2 in the Multiverse of Madness. Um, wow, that looked really good. That looked really good. That looked really, really good. Wow. You guys are, now it's making me want to like check out a horror movie. For real. Last movie I saw was yesterday. I watched Whale yesterday. That was a pretty like emotional movie. Bruce Campbell, yes. I couldn't remember his name. Yeah, he was in Doctor Strange 2 in the Multiverse of Madness. He's probably been in other things, but you know, he's a lot older now, so I get it if he's like, you know, not really down to do all these things. Yeah, I wasn't expecting that, but and I didn't even like realize that I clicked on Red Band trailer. I was like, oh, trailer, you know. So I'm thinking a lot of like jump scares, but no, phew, that was dark. Hey, I have a stupid question. No, no question is stupid. Go ahead, brother. Oh man, that was intense. And she does get you know, the chainsaw. Oh wow, that was good. That was good. That movie's gonna be great. A lot of folks, I feel like that's gonna be a movie that a lot of folks will see, but not as many should see. And then a lot of folks are gonna talk about it, and then more folks will go see. Like it's not gonna be an opening weekend type of movie. Maybe I don't know. Oh man, that looked great. That looked really good. Really, really good. I should have done a reaction video to that on my YT, but it's too late now. I already saw it. Wow, that was great. All right, guys. I'm about to hop out of here. I've been living for a while now. Gotta go eat, chill, relax on my Sunday before I go back to work tomorrow, which I'm not excited to do, right? But everyone, I'm kind of waiting. JW, do you still have a question before I pop out of here? I'm definitely watching that opening day at night. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. It depends when it comes out. My son, depending on what he turns, I mean, he'll be 14. That looks pretty intense, though. Wow, that was. What was probably the DLC character that you didn't like in Mortal Kombat? Probably. Oh, it's in the chat already. My bad. Uh, have you seen it? I have seen it, but I don't know how they do it. Oh, oh, you mean got you, got you, got you, got you. That's what I was just about to say. The Joker. The Joker was not my favorite DLC. It's probably my least DLC out of all the Mortal Kombat games. About Doctor Strange, I feel like I skipped it. Did I skip that question? JW, Can you repost it? I remember the one with the last question I seen was the Tales from the Crypt, the Tales about the Gritter, about Doctor Strange. I don't see that one there. But yeah, the Joker was probably my least favorite DLC character in Mortal Kombat. Yeah, one of his fatalities were cool though. His boxing glove. Get the dark version of HQ again of Harley Quinn again. Okay. Oh yeah, where it's like she's still joking, but it's like serious, serious. Wow, that Evil Dead Rise looks really great. Yeah, I'm looking at it again. Like that, it looks really good. And there's some like here's another one. The Price We Pay 2023 trailer. Oh man, I gotta do like a separate live just about horror stuff. Um, but yeah. All right, guys, I'm gonna hop out of here. I'm gonna bizounce. I appreciate you guys for just being on the live, chilling, relaxing with me, all of that stuff. Um, Check me out on all firms. All I said all firms. I can't even talk anymore. Social media included my YT. That's where I do like reaction videos and like other comic book content too. So check me out on YT, which is the U space tube because I can't say it. I appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you. I appreciate all of you. So with that being said, this is Zen from Zen Multiverse saying peace, love, and prosperity. If you're enjoying the content, keep on coming back. Share the videos with like-minded people, and most importantly, team, be good to yourself and be good to others. Have a great day, everyone. Appreciate you guys, and thank you for the recommendation for Evil Dead Rise. Ooh, I'm gonna watch that trailer again. Talk to you all later. And if you haven't followed me, follow me so that you guys know when I'm coming back on live and hit that bell notification on the right hand side. And yeah, later, everyone.